Hi guys, welcome to Vic and Vern Sports. Yeah, it's the other channel. There you go. And welcome to Across the Pond, our weekly update on North American sports, everything happening in North America. Of course, we do have our NFL channel, which I'll plug afterwards. So we don't get too much into the NFL, because if you want more NFL, you got to go over to the NFL channel. And we do have a basketball channel where we do a lot of the NBA, but we will mention all of it now because of the playoffs and everything like that. So that's what we're going to get into: NBA playoffs, NFL playoffs, NHL playoffs. Little update on the Major League. We'll look at the tables there. We'll look at I'll tell you where to go for the NFL update, which is coming out at the beginning of next week. And of course, it was big NASCAR and big Indy this weekend. The 600 in Charlotte, the Indy 500 obviously in Indianapolis, the Indy cars. So there you go. So that's what's coming up today. But yeah, I've got a lot of sad news on the program today. We'll get into that as we get through the different levels. We won't start off with that today. We'll start off with the NBA playoffs, and here's the bracket. Look, we know the Knicks are in the final. The New York Knicks, I don't know when they were last in the final, but it was a hell of a long time ago. So the Knicks taking care of the Cavaliers 4-0. I told you, James Harden, if he doesn't play well, they're going to bottle it. So Knicks are in the final. Thunder Spurs all tied at 3. Game 7 tomorrow night. By us, it's Saturday to Sunday. We'll be doing that live at 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't worry, either me or Vern. One of us will be doing. Game 7 has to be done of the Western Conference Finals. Let's go a little bit closer into the bracket. There you can see. So it is Thunder against the Spurs. That's going to be a big one there in Oklahoma. Look, it's not gone all the Thunder's way. I thought this would have been over by now. I thought it would have been at least a 4-2. But they just can't handle Wembanyama. They just can't handle Wembanyama. Let's have a look at how the series has gone. So look, it all started off with that first win there in OT for the Spurs at Oklahoma City. Then the Thunder bounced back, won the next two. 1-1 at home, 1-1 on the road in San Antonio. Beautiful city, San Antonio. Been there myself, love it. Then game 4, the Spurs bounced back, drew it at 2-2. Oklahoma went back to their home court. They won 3-2 convincingly. And then last night, they got thrashed again, 118-91. It was over mid-third quarter. This game was over. And now it's the big one. All up and ready for game 7. But let's break it down, the series. Let's go into what happened. Those are the stats for Oklahoma. Look, the points from Holmgren and Hartenstein were not bad. But people has got to guard Wembanyama. And I mean, look, the Spurs just came out all guns blazing in this one. They out-rebounded the Thunder. They outworked the Thunder. They outshot the Thunder. I mean, the Thunder was shooting 10 of 40 from 3-point. That's 25%. Only 37% from the 2-point line. And that is all because Wembanyama makes people change his shots. Put the stats of the Spurs over the top there. Yeah, Spurs with 52 rebounds compared to the 40 of the Thunder. You know, you look at the stats there. I mean, and DeAndre Fox didn't have a good night. He did not have a good night, and they still won. Wembanyama only had to play 28 minutes in this one. Still had 28 points. A point a minute's not that bad. A little bit of help there, of course, from Harper and from Castle. Do I see upset here? Because for me, it would be an upset if the Spurs got to the final. I thought, OKC would do it. But I mean, look, somebody has to turn up, and that's the MVP. You can't be MVP and not turn up like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did not turn up in game 6. He has to have a big game in game 7. If he doesn't get 30, they're not winning. Oklahoma, you will be at home, but you aren't advancing in the playoffs if SGA doesn't have a big game. So there you go. Don't have to get into the next series. That was done last week already. Then we'll go to the NHL, and then we've got to start off with some sad news. Claude Lemieux, the brother of Mario Lemieux, he passed away today. It was last night. 21 seasons there. Played for the Avalanche. Played for 6 different teams in the NHL. Great player. Sad to see him go. So to the whole Lemieux family, our condolences here on Vic and Vern Sport. And rest in peace, Claude Lemieux. And just play some ice hockey up there, man. A lot of good players there already, man. Get a pickup game there. There you go. Claude Lemieux. left us way too early. Then we move to the playoffs itself in the NHL. There you go. My Golden Knights. Yes, Vic's Golden Knights is in the final, baby. Thrashing the Colorado Avalanche 4-0. Get the broom out there. What are they using curling to clean the ice? We can use one of those for the hockey. Colorado, the number one team from the regular season. Now they got to go back to the drawing book because they got Vegas, baby. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and Vegas is staying. There you go. On the other side, Carolina 3-1 up against Montreal after they were 1-0 down in this series. Let's have a quick look at the bracket a little bit closer. There you go. So Vegas is waiting. Carolina, Montreal will resume this evening. Let's first have a look at that series from the Golden Knights. Look, they won the first two games there in Colorado, and then you knew it was done. 4-2, 3-1. I mean, the tightest game was the fourth game. I mean, Golden Knights doing really, really well. Well, let's look at game 4. Break it down. Golden Knights winning that 2-1 there in that beautiful arena there in Las Vegas. That's how the scoring went. Mark Stone put Vegas up 1-0. Cole Smith made it 2-0 in the third period. And Gabriel Landeskog got one back for the Avalanche, but not enough. So the Golden Knights go through. Let's have a look at the stats at that game quickly. Look, they had more shots on goal. They won more face-offs. Had less penalties. Very disciplined. So Golden Knights going to the finals. Can they win their second Stanley Cup in their fresh franchise history? What is it, about 8-9 years now, the Golden Knights, max? I've been there with my dad. My dad went to the Golden Knights. That's fantastic. The atmosphere there in Vegas is phenomenal. Then we'll take that away. We'll go to series number 2. There you go. Canadiens against the Hurricanes. I told you they won the first game there in Carolina, but afterwards it's all been the Hurricanes winning the next 3. Look, they've been tight. Game 2 and 3 both went to overtime. Game 4, Canadiens has lost their way a little bit. 4-0 thrashing there. They play tonight, and it is in Carolina. So let's see what they can do tonight. Maybe the Canadiens can pull one out the bag there. There you go. But game 4 was 4-0. Easy win for Carolina. Let's have a look at the goal scorers there. Sebastian Aho scored. Jordan Stahl still going strong, the man. Logan Stankoven and Andrei Zhevkenikov. Well done to them. Put out the stats for you guys there as well, not to forget that. Look, 44 to 18 shots. That just says it all. That just says it all. You don't have to talk about it much. So that is hotting up. We will try to do some of the Stanley Cup finals live on this channel. Don't forget, the Hockey World Championships is still going on. USA is out. Canada are through to the semi-finals. And my Swiss are still there. This year we're getting the gold, boys. We're getting the gold. Then just to let you know, if you want any information on the NFL, lots of things going on. Do join us there at Vic Vernon Dom NFL. There will be an update coming out on Monday or Tuesday about all the schedules with me and Dominic. Lots to talk about. Mike Evans, 49ers. Are both Bosa brothers going to be 49ers? 49ers doing some good stuff. We'll talk about that on Tuesday, so join us on the channel for that. Just a quick look at the baseball. That is your standings in the American League. Still Tampa Bay on top there, number 1 team in the American League, followed by the Yankees. Boston Red Sox not having a good season this year. For all Red Sox fans, we have a lot of Red Sox fans on the channel. Cleveland, the Guardians doing well. I still can't handle that name, the Guardians. White Sox are there. Then the Mariners doing well. And so are the Oakland Athletics. I think it's their last season in Oakland, going to Vegas soon. Then let's have a look at the National League. Braves, number 1 team in all of baseball, followed by the Dodgers at the bottom there. That's heating up. The Mets, what is wrong with the Mets? They got such good players. One of the biggest wage bulls not doing well. Then the Pittsburgh Pirates not doing so well either. What do we got there? Colorado Rockies at the bottom of the table. Once again, what is wrong in Colorado, man? There you go. Then we move into to NASCAR. We'll go to NASCAR first before we do IndyCar. And we've got to talk about Kyle Busch. Sad Kyle Busch. Way too early. 41 years old, passed away. complicated health issues there. Leaves his wife and his young wife and family behind. Kyle Busch, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, and condolences to the whole Busch family and to all your friends and people that know you and your co-drivers and everything, man. You will be missed. Two-time NASCAR champion Kyle Busch. But it was, as they say, the show must go on. There, Daniel Suarez won in Charlotte. Ty Gibbs having the best, the quickest lap. He won ahead of Christopher Bell, Danny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Will Byron, and Zane Smith. Let's have a look at the standings there in the NASCAR. Still Tyler Reddick out on top there, followed by Danny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, and Ty Gibbs. NASCAR, it's going to be interesting to see this season. And of course Kyle Busch will be missed. Next race of the NASCAR is on Sunday. That's the Cracker Barrel 400 there from the National Speedway in Nashville, Tennessee. IndyCar, baby. It was the Indy 500, and yes, baby, Felix Rosenqvist won his first ever. There, got to drink the milk. I should have had a glass of milk for that. He got to win. He won it by, I'm talking about centimeters. What a race. Accident, last 3 laps, and then it was kind of a green-white checkered start again, and he did really well to win that one. Let's have a look at the result. Just beating out Malakas and McLaughlin and Pato Award. You look at the timing screens there. It was, 3/1000 of a second is the difference. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him. Let's have a look at the standings in IndyCar. It's still Alex Palou way out in front there, ahead of David Malakas, and then of course Kyle Kirkwood, Christian Lingard, Pato Award. Felix Rosenqvist now up to 6th, 7th in the table. Well done to him. And then last but not least, we're going to have a quick look at the next race coming up. That is the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. That'll be on this weekend, 31st of May. Last year's winner was Kyle Kirkwood. Check that out. I will update you next week on what is happening there. That is across the pond for this week. Let me move into the middle here a little bit. There you go. Great stuff, man, guys. Great stuff. Can't wait for the NBA playoffs. Check out our NBA show on our basketball channel. We'll be definitely bringing Game 7 this weekend of the playoffs. And then, of course, every night, the whole playoffs, the finals will be here. The finals of the basketball will be on our channels. The final of the NHL. We'll wait for maybe game 1, 2, and 3 to go over. We'll see what happens in game 4, but we'll definitely be having some Stanley Cup finals. We do have the World Championship finals. Will also be on this channel on Sunday, so check that out. NFL starting up. Of course, the World Cup coming up, so join our football channel for that. There you go. Guys, that was me for Across the Pond. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see each other soon, man. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.